This is a story about change, and I'll start from the beginning, much easier. So our industry, as you know, it's a big industry, the business of business school. It's about a $400 billion industry plus all teaching materials. So it's a significant industry. About 1/5 of all students in the world are studying business management, something on any level. And it is highly, highly controlled in terms of quality. This also makes it difficult to change things. So how do you enable people to basically become more ready to change? In its two meanings of how do you get people to commit to kind of, yes, I commit to be part of that change transformation project or idea. And yes, I'm ready to take the next necessary actions that I believe are necessary, in fact, to overcome the problems that I'm likely going to face. So here's a conceptual model I've developed with a colleague of mine, Victor Nilsson. Readiness for change. Well, it depends on change commitment and change efficacy. And the second one is really are you ready to deal with the practical problem that comes up? And the other one is, of course, are you committed to change? What drives this? And it turns, there's a number of things that theory says should drive this, starting with kind of motivation. Why am I asking? Why am I involved? Why do I do this? And do I have the safety, the psychological safety to kind of be part of this and have some ideas and perhaps even be sort of an opponent to part of the change? And am I part of the knowledge creation? Is there enough cohesion around the topic and the group and the people involved? And is there enough engagement? And you could say these are the levers leaders should really do when they want to drive towards readiness for change. And ensure that it's important for them to take a risk during the change discussion. Ensure to the extent you can that they get excited about the change topic. And you will see that, of course, the group will ideally be a little bit more committed as a team and think about self-interest. How can this help them make a better job? How can we become more capable of dealing with unexpected events? So the framework is two-dimensional. It's simple so that we can comprehend. It's like a walking stick. You just lean on it. You don't think it's the truth or anything. But let me show you these two axes. The first one I will call threat level. And that's the vertical axis, the threat level. And you could say for disasters, all kinds of disasters in the world, natural and man-made. And you can say they go from no disasters to incredibly unbelievable, in fact, unthinkable crises. There's some kind of limit for how much we can think about it or even imagine that there is such a threat or possibility. So that's one side of it. The other one is we only have so much resources. So you can say this is resource utilization. So we only have so many people, so many system structures, so much things, and so much knowledge at this time. And there's a famous saying that you can put 99% of your resources into trying to be ready or prepared for any possibility. You will still be unprepared. Each one of us on an individual level, on a family level, on a country level, perhaps on a regional level, have to figure out what's our zone of acceptable risk. We cannot spend all our resources on protection. We cannot have a scenario for every possibility that's out there. What's our acceptable risk? And you see it's being played out in front of our eyes now with the different strategies to COVID-19. How do you then get more ready for change? And let me give you then my recipe based on what I've said.